delivered 1 million passengers over 40 years in the air. But in the end, I'm going to be judged on 208 seconds.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors who made an insane amount of movies in 1 year.
Everybody back to work!
For this list, we'll be looking at various actors who appeared in many different movies throughout a specific year. Which year's output do you think is the best? Let us know in the comments below. Now, let's roll. Number 10, Jude Law. This London actor broke into the mainstream in the early 2000s, and by 2004, he was a bona fide superstar. In that year alone, Law starred in 6 different movies. Not only that, but all 6 movies were released within 4 months of each other.
Look, Polly, it was your idea to tag along, not mine.
September saw the release of Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow, and the wide release of I Heart Huckabees came the next month.
There's an overpopulation problem.
Whoa.
November saw his starring role in the Alfie remake, and 3 movies were released in December: Closer, The Aviator, and A Series of Unfortunate Events, in which he provided the voice of Lemony Snicket.
My name is Lemony Snicket, and it is my sad duty to document this tale.
And all of this was following his Academy and BAFTA-nominated performance in 2003's Cold Mountain. Forget Cold, this actor was on fire.
Maida Monroe.
Inman.
Inman.
W.P. Inman.
W.P. Inman.
Repeating the thing doesn't improve it.
Number 9, Tom Hanks. No one becomes Tom Hanks by sitting around and twiddling their thumbs. This Hollywood legend has an incredible work ethic, and both 2004 and 2016 saw him starring in 4 different movies.
I have to go.
I have to stay.
Story of my life.
The former includes popular films like The Terminal and The Polar Express, but also the lesser-known Coen Brothers movie, The Lady Killers.
Yes, but you see, Garth, this is not what you just called some other line of work.
2004 saw the release of Connie and Carla, a comedy that Hanks helped produce. 2016 was a big year for Hanks, as it included both Sully and Inferno, which contained Hanks's 3rd appearance as Robert Langdon.
It's brown and it's hot, and people drink it in the morning for energy.
Tea.
Tea? No, the other one.
Coffee.
Coffee. Could I have a cup of coffee?
He also appeared in a documentary called California Typewriter and helped produce My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 through his production company, Playtone. Number 8, Kristen Stewart. Since breaking onto the scene with Twilight, Kristen Stewart has made herself a household name.
You know, everybody's staring.
There have been many years that saw Stewart in 4 movies, including 2008, 2012, and 2016. But it was actually 2007, 1 year before Twilight, that saw Stewart in 5 different movies. One of these was a short film called Cutlass, which was written and directed by Kate Hudson.
I mean, the car. It's a 1976 Oldsmobile Cutlass. It's red. It's got T-tops. T-tops.
The others include the supernatural horror film The Messengers and the dramas In the Land of Women and The Cake Eaters.
Mama, do I have to do this today? I just really don't feel like it.
Perhaps her biggest movie of the year was Into the Wild. She played Tracy, a teenager who takes a liking to Christopher McCandless in the desert squatter community of Slab City.
You're pretty magic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Number 7, Ben Kingsley. This English actor was extraordinarily busy in the early 2010s.
Honestly, I wasn't on location for half of this stuff. When I was, it was movie magic love.
Between 2013 and 2014 alone, Kingsley starred in 14 different movies. That includes 6 in 2013 and 8 in 2014. The latter year includes a little bit of everything, proving the versatile range of this incredible actor.
Blah, blah, blah. Who bloody cares, mate? It's a show people want, and I gave them a good one. It's not the Mandarin they'll remember. It's the name, Trevor Slattery. It's the brand, Trev.
There's a short MCU film called All Hail the King, which saw Kingsley reprising his role as Trevor Slattery. There are dramas like War Story. There's a Gothic film called Stonehurst Asylum. There are a few blockbusters like Exodus, Gods and Kings, and Night at the Museum, Secret of the Tomb.
You are speaking with a pharaoh. Kiss my staff.
And finally, there's an animated film, The Box Trolls, for which Kingsley won the Annie Award for Outstanding Voice Acting.
In this town, you want help, you gotta help yourself. That's what a man does.
Number 6. Nicolas Cage. This actor is a 2-time Academy Award nominee and a 1-time winner. He is also the king of trashy, straight-to-video B movies. You never know what you're going to get with him. Cage fans were in movie heaven in the latter third of the 2010s. Between 2018 and 2019, Cage starred in 14 movies. Of those 14, 9 were direct-to-video. 1 was the documentary Love and Tasha, and 2 were voice roles for animated films.
You believe me now?
I don't know what I believe anymore.
Perhaps the biggest movies of this time are the well-received Lovecraft adaptation Color Out of Space, the stylish revenge thriller Mandy, and the animated films Teen Titans Go to the movies and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Cage loves to work. There's no denying that.
Sometimes I let matches burn down to my fingertips just to feel something, anything.
Number 5. Willem Dafoe. The world has been experiencing a lot of Willem Dafoe as of late. Many years have seen him appearing in 7 films, including 2009, 2013, and 2019. But in 2017, Dafoe appeared in 6 movies and 2 documentaries called Do Donkeys Act and Mountain, making it his most prolific year on record.
Do you think I'm some dog light? You can just snap your fingers and I'll come running?
Within 2017 was a voice role in Netflix's Death Note and the role of Gerhardt in Murder on the Orient Express.
You are one sharp knife. I give you that.
He's also appeared as Volko in Justice League, although his role only appears in the 2021 Snyder Cut.
Yet, you keep coming back here.
Finally, it also saw Dafoe's Oscar-nominated performance as motel manager Bobby Hicks in the critically acclaimed The Florida Project.
May I count it? May I count it? Good girl, you got your rent. Let me count it. Get out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
Number 4. Samuel L. Jackson. We're convinced that Samuel L. Jackson is not human. The man doesn't stop working, and he's managed to remain a household name and enormous box office draw for decades. According to IMDb, Jackson is credited in almost 200 TV shows and movies, and 9 of those were in 2019. Granted, 1 was a Quentin Tarantino documentary, and 2 were small cameos in Endgame and The Rise of Skywalker, but it still counts.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Stark said you wouldn't get that because it's not a Star Wars reference.
In fact, Jackson played Nick Fury in 3 of those 9 movies, which also includes Far From Home and Captain Marvel.
Did you have a rough day, Agent Fury?
It was cool. You know, had a space invasion, big car chase, got to watch an alien autopsy. Typical 9 to 5.
The other big movies of the year were Shaft and Glass, in which Jackson reprised his titular role from the 2000 thriller Unbreakable. Number 3. Liam Neeson. This actor was on top of the world in 2014. Neeson appeared in 9 movies throughout the year, which includes narrating the documentaries Love Thy Nature and Road.
My name is Sapiens. Homo sapiens. I'm about 200,000 years old. And this is my life today.
He certainly does have a voice fit for narrating. 3 of those 9 movies were animated, including The Nut Job, The Lego Movie, and The Prophet.
I'm so sorry, Camila. I hope that you will find work soon. Your visits have been a bright spot in my time here.
Neeson also showed off his famous action chops in the blockbusters Taken 3 and Non-Stop, both of which combined to gross over $500 million. He also starred in the neo-noir thriller A Walk Among the Tombstones, and tried his hand at comedy by starring as Clinch Leatherwood in Seth MacFarlane's A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I would never have bet on that, Stark. Where'd you learn to shoot?
Your wife?
Oh, snap.
Number 2. John Wayne.
Howdy, folks. Could you tell me where the sheriff is?
As busy as these actors were, it's hard to compete with John Wayne's output in the 1930s. Between 1930 and 1939, Wayne appeared in 71 movies for a startling average of 7 movies per year. 12 of those movies were released in 1933. One was a comedy called His Private Secretary.
Oh, hello, Jinxie, old boy.
Your father's trying to sleep, sir.
Oh, better let sleeping dads lie, eh, Jinxie?
A few were dramas, including Babyface and College Coach. There were also a few adventure movies, including a modern adaptation of The Three Musketeers that took place in North Africa.
You can't take me now. Duval is the head of the gun runners, and I have proof that he is El Shaitan.
But most were the type of schlocky, low-budget westerns that Wayne was known for at the time. Wayne wasn't yet the megastar he would eventually become, but he certainly had the work ethic.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Christopher Lee.
Welcome to my house.
Count Dracula.
I am Dracula. Enter freely and of your own will.
Once upon a time, Christopher Lee was an enormous horror movie star, known primarily for his tenure as Dracula in various Hammer movies. 1970 was a huge year for Lee, as he starred in 9 different movies. And while John Wayne technically starred in a higher number of films, Lee's were significantly better quality. He played Dracula in 4 of these 9 movies, including Count Dracula and the Hammer films Taste the Blood of Dracula and Scars of Dracula. He also did some Shakespeare, starring as Artemidorus in the epic Julius Caesar.
Caesar, beware of Brutus. Take heed of Cassius. Come not near Casca.
Finally, he appeared as Mycroft Holmes in the Billy Wilder parody, The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes.
If you don't mind my saying so, anybody who's susceptible to gout shouldn't be...
The last doctor who warned me about that was crossing Piccadilly, slipped on an orange peel and was run over by a delivery van from Fortnum and Mason. You're very good health.
It's easily one of the most high-profile years in movie history.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.